Do you remember the Lana talking about, or the girl talking about who lived there? There was an African American man who had a black and white border collie. Well, this is who I'm assuming this is. That is a border collie. And this person is not, they're walking on Taylor right now, but they did come, I mean, so they're walking back. So we caught them on the way in. They were walking to this area. So yeah, right here you've got them coming back. And when I had these before, I didn't know what I had. I mean, I deleted a whole bunch of stuff, but I caught him walking down, but they don't show it in here now. But it looks like he's huffing it pretty good right there. 1319 Linda Lane. So these are some of the pictures I was going to show you. For some reason, I'm not even sure exactly why, but for some reason I looked up 1312 Linda Lane, and I thought this was so weird. Look at, doesn't that look like a sword, that reflection in the light? Isn't that weird? But it's this house back here that's really, I don't know, there's several things. So this is like behind this house, and there's like, remember I told you that they were getting ready to paint the inside? That's what I heard of the 1122, and they had paint buckets and all that kind of stuff. Well, you got paint bucket back here. Shovel, looks like gas cans. I mean, they could just be doing gardening, yeah, sure. So these are the cars that are right there. We know they're talking about the red beater car. That's definitely a POS. For sure. Look at the back window. Ugh. Look, you guys, doesn't that look like a border collie in the front, in the passenger seat? Doesn't it look like that black and white dog? Almost looks like there's someone laying their head on that seat too, but I'm sure it's just an optical illusion. But that does look like that dog, I think. Like I said, there's going to be some real random ones in here. So this was the same as days, I mean, it popped up on that 1312. And this is like when you're first coming from Taylor and you're going on to Linda Lane. This is up on the left-hand side. But I thought this was interesting because I could swear that, you know, when there was some of the picture, I thought it was a blue car or a dark car. So, and then as you're driving up, then you see this up there, because up to the left here, this is where it curves around. But this area over here, man, it's pretty beat up, man. They should, I can't believe how nasty they have these poor, you know, renting this stuff, and looks like it's going to fall through at any minute. This is just by the trash can. It just, I mean, it's just, it looks like the dirt was dug up there. See, doesn't it look like the dirt was like kind of dug up? It's like bones up there at the top of the steps. And this looks like an animal. Ugh. And that looks like a camera. And there's that bright blue car also. There's, because I thought that was a David Katovich's car, like I had a bright blue one or something. Someone did. So this is the place right before where those red cars are parked. So it's 1316. So yeah, if to the left of these cars, that's where the dumpster is at the end of Glenda Lane. There's that crate right there. I mean, it could have been easily, the weapon, it could just been slid right down in there. And then the water, if you think about it, the water would go down to the end of Taylor, at the corner of Taylor and Linda, and they could, and pick it up there. And actually, now that I think about it, was there a manhole cover off? They were working on it or doing something with that. I have to look that up. Rings a bell. I know there was one downtown on Main, I think is when, right after the merge, like maybe 2 or 3 days afterwards, there was a manhole cover off. So it's so interesting. So watching the videos and stuff and looking, on the Linda Lane stuff, and at night, the houses look so clean and so, manicured and stuff like that. Holy God, not even. So that's a Mustang, you guys, right? Reflection of sort, apparently, maybe. Yeah, I was looking for something here. This is coming from a person I was sharing it with, and so I was saying it looks like there's like weapons in the grass and stuff here, and so she's seeing some of the same things I'm seeing. I mean, and that could easily be, a blade right there. Although this right here, that looks like Jimi Hendrix. Do you see him off to the left of there? He's got a little white flower up in his hair. Or what's the one on Neverending Stories? Or that's him flying through the air over Jimi Hendrix's head. Oh, that looks like a rat. Off to the right? Doesn't that look like a rat? A white rat? Oh, good God. Look at that. That looks like a freaking rat. A live rat. A big live rat. Damn, that is rat. Oh my God. Camera. Or someone hiding. Isn't that weird how you see things like that? You just don't, that's that's how when you look for cameras, it's the reflection. Like you'll see the reflection in a tree. And when I first started looking at this, I swear, you guys, on the pathway that goes in between the two apartments in front of the house, I saw two trail cameras up in those little bushes right there. No lie. This place just kind of freaks me out. Something about this place, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. don't know what it is, but there's something about it. So like I said, just a bunch of random stuff. That looks like a pretty fancy vehicle. A bunch of water jugs out there in front of that one car. I mean, it's just, look at the roofs on these things. I mean, they look like they're going to cave in. Storage shed's going to fall down. Looks like the roof's going to, it literally looks like it's going to implode. I mean, I get it. I get it. The college kids are rough on shit, right? So I guess the main thing I wanted to leave you with is that what that girl Crystal was telling in that interview, that the two that she knew that lived there, where Kopacka was, that she said the only two that she knew that would live there, the two people that she'd ever seen. One was an African American guy who had a black and white border collie, which is exactly what this is. And the other one was a guy who wore a black shirt, sweatshirt with white print on the back, or the other way around. That either makes me think it was like a yellow sweatshirt with the black Idaho written across the back, or, you know, obviously something different, you know. But so I just find this very interesting that, and not only that, but 3 to 6 months she said that they lived there, and only 3 to 6 months. So that's the same thing the reporter, that Leonard's wife told the reporter, that the people across the street in the trailer, that's the amount of time that they lived there was 3 to 6 months. Can't see who's in there. Although there is, I think there's someone up here talking there. Yeah, there's someone standing up next to that. And I think this might have been where that guy with his dog was standing to begin with. I was up here. You can see the guy in the purple shirt up by that kind of a champagne-colored vehicle. More red cars, more red cars. See, look, they got couches outside everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to go down towards Taylor. I'm going to show you guys a few things. So, you know, I'm always talking about the path, like if you're looking directly out from Linda Lane camera, and where the people cross over to get over to the Queen parking lot. So if you just keep walking straight and you do not take a left, that takes you in between here on this side. Here, let me get a better picture. Right there. So this is the end of the small Queen building right there, right? Apartments. And look at how they overlook. They can see all the way up top over all these other buildings. So they've got a perfect view of the field, of the band field. And they have, look at these ladders. They can climb up on the outside into the windows. And with screens off on that one too. And that, the light, this is the light I think was on the most, was this top side over here during the Linda Lane stuff. It was this end apartment. And I mean, easily could have climbed up, not even have to go in the front to even be seen. They could go around the back and no one would even see them and climb up that ladder. But this is where they would walk through, is down right up here. It's just a pathway right beside this house all the way up. And if you keep going straight up that hill there, that ends right there at the crossover. You would get into the Linda Lane parking lot from the Queen parking lot. Yeah, see, that screen's off on that window too. And then this truck right here, this truck is right there, the house that's right underneath it. Let's see, right here. And if I recall, I'm pretty sure that Kane owns this house right here. I can't tell if that truck's blue or black. But look, every single top window up there has a full view of the field. Then you've got this house that's right next to it. It's like a funky little hippie house or something. At least on the top floor. I like how they have their curtains like that. That's pretty cool looking. Actually, I like it. Probably get quite whipped around though. It's the front of it. I think it's kind of a cute little place. I'd want that branch cut out from that window up there though. That would be a pain not getting the light in from that when you could have it. So that's 619 Taylor. But see, look at the apartment buildings right there. You can just see right down, right smack down. In fact, all of these houses had a view of everything that was going on that night. So this is a vehicle that's parked in front of it. And then you've got, of course, up on the left-hand side over here, you've got the Taylor apartments. And then we're back at these cars. The ones I just cannot get my brain over. Something about this something about this just picture. I mean, it's even got a red car in there. This picture, something about it, it just irks me. Can't let it go. Okay, I'm going to let this one go since the other one took me forever to upload. So, anyway, I thought that was interesting that's what that girl Crystal said in the Kopacka, in Landon's Kopacka thing with Brent. That's just disgusting what they did to him. Literally disgusting. So evil. That's just, well, let's just say it. Let's just say what it really is. That was murder. That was intent to murder. That was calculated murder right there, and not by just one person. By a team of people. A team. That was awful. Awful. Rest in peace, man. That's sad.